Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Divya, and welcome to the Women Empower Women series. Today, we have Deepti Khurana joining us. She's an ICF certified life coach, and she's going to be talking about the role of a mom coach today. It's going to be a very, very interesting conversation with her. So, let's not waste any more time and get her online. I can see she's here. Just bringing her online. Hi, Deepti. How
Hi,
are you?
all well. Good to be here.
Wonderful to have you. You've been we've been associated for so long, and it's so great to see you grow into you don so many hats and see you grow so well in your career journey. And today we are going to talk about one of your hats that you wear, which is a life coach, and what is the role of a mom coach and different aspects to it. So welcome once again.
Thanks, Divya. Thank you so much for having me here. It's my pleasure that I could join this session.
Absolutely our pleasure too. So let's get started, Deepti. I just wanted to, first, before going into different aspects, let's first understand what a mom coach is, right? So what is a mom coach, and what do mom coaches do?
Divya, mom coach, if you just check the terminology about mom coach, different places are going to give you different terminologies for that because still this is still an upcoming field, especially in a country like India. In Western countries, we
Right,
still have existence of mom coach to a greater extent, but in
right,
India, it is still unheard of, I would say. Right.
right.
So,
Hmm.
a mom coach being a life coach. So, when we talk about life coach, there are various areas into life coaching, whether it's career coaching, parental coaching, relationship coaching. So, one aspect of that is mom coaching. So, a mom
Right,
basically is a guide, is a cheerleader, is an empowerment sister who basically holds a mom. And
right,
yeah, so when I say a new mom, it necessarily need not be a mom who has given a birth biologically, but it could be someone who has even adopted a child, so
correct.
anybody, new mom. And
Right,
it again does not mean that a new mom is the one who's having the child for the first time. She could be having a second
right.
child, third child, because every pregnancy is different. So basically,
Yeah,
the role of a mom coach is to handhold the mom, empowers the mom to overcome what she goes through during pregnancy or post pregnancy, especially what we define as the postpartum period.
right,
Which generally
right,
we see right from the birth to about 6 to 8 weeks post birth of a child or post adoption of a child. Tentatively
correct.
it for about 8 weeks, but it can extend depending upon person to person, because all
Right,
our cases are different. So,
right.
that recovering from that, the journey also is very different from each body to each body.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes. Yes. So, coming to the kind of challenges that mothers face, you rightly put that, different mothers, different bodies, different ways of coping to situations, right? So, what are these, most common but yet neglected challenges that mothers face during the postpartum period?
Yeah. So, Divya, I feel that like I said, that this topic or this discussion or this hand holding is still a taboo in Indian society. I still believe that. Not everyone
Right,
is as a few of us who would have
right,
some at the side, whether it could be a mother or a mother-in-law or a sister, sister-in-law, anybody who can really understand you, step into your shoes, and really understand what you're going through. So there are a lot of
correct.
new mom faces. It can be dealing with the stress, anxiety because it's a newborn baby. Probably it's your first. You don't know how to handle the baby. Your body has undergone so many changes, and there are plenty of hormonal
Right.
changes also which one undergoes. Then
Right.
you start feeling your body has suddenly changed. You get a sense of feeling obese. Then people get judgmental about you. You know why this is happening to you only. That's one
On
way.
various levels, right? Judgmental on various levels.
Right. So you are sleep deprived, you are under
Yeah.
stress, you're not able to breastfeed, or the child is not able to latch well. You know, there are so
Correct.
many challenges or so many things which a mom undergoes. And like you said, we discussed about being judgmental. That is something very common, you know. From my personal experience, I just remember one of my friend talking and discussing about it, and she told that every time I used to come up with something, sorry to say, but you know, she said my mother-in-law would say, this is something very common. It happens to everybody. I agree it happens to most of us, but you know,
Yeah.
our to deal with it differs. We all are different personalities. Probably in one scenario, you may be strong enough to deal that situation in a best manner. Vis-a-vis when you become a mom, you know, you otherwise
Correct.
a very person and can handle the rest of the matters of your life, but may not be
Mhm.
able to adapt to the change that has happened post your
Correct.
pregnancy. So
Correct.
the challenges which moms
So,
generally.
to put it in another perspective, would you say that the basic challenge probably would be to have these guidances according to the need of the women or the mom at that point in time?
So you mean to say the role of a mom coach is very
Yeah,
personalized? Yes, I
yeah,
will come to that because I wanted to
yeah.
talk about the tools and all which mom coaches uses.
Sure, sure,
So the
sure.
coaching is very personalized, as you said, because we told that every human is different, every woman is different. She undergoes different kind of you know situations or challenges post pregnancy. So the hand holding,
Correct,
which is the trying of a mom coach to empower the new mom, is again very personalized, very customized,
correct,
depending on what is the
correct.
problem
Yeah,
at
makes
that point.
sense. Yeah, right. And why should a mom coach advocate a mother? What benefits can mothers have by having a mom coach handhold them? This would be something every mother, before. See, I feel that most of the times we kind of are. We don't even know that certain tools or certain people are out there who can help us at a given circumstances, and precisely why this chat is so important, so that people know that this option exists. You can opt for this option, right? So could you enlighten us a bit on what are the benefits that mothers can get through a mom coach, and how do mom coaches advocate for moms?
So, Divya, you know how it's going to help? Definitely, because first and foremost thing is you are going to be with somebody who is non-judgmental. Nobody is going to judge you
Yeah,
here, you know, whether you are right in this situation or you are wrong in this situation. Are you handling it well? Are you not able to handle? No, that's not the idea, right? Right? So
right.
there is someone who is just like a glue holding you and you know, being around you. I would not say help. Using the word help would be a wrong term. Empowering you to come out of
Yeah,
that or to prioritize what is more important for you. You know, when you become
right.
a mother, many things which runs through a woman's mind. She might be planning to forgive her career, or she might be planning that okay, after a certain while I would be getting back to my work, or whether my physical fitness is the priority or my child is the priority. So there are various aspects which runs through a mom's mind. So a
Right.
mom could hold you as a glue, stick to you, empowers you, um, being with you, and you know, sail you through this journey of what we
Phase.
call
Yeah.
as postpartum period, basically. You know,
Right.
and
Right.
this differs from person to person. So for some, it can be extended period of handholding
Period.
also. And another
Right.
thing that another aspect of this mom coaching is It can be individual and it can be in group also. You know,
Okay.
when yeah, when people who have the same priorities, same same mindset, they can be clubbed
Right.
in that, wherein they are connected over a video call, and they can share their experiences. So that gives you some amount
Nice.
of comfort that it's only me. There are
Right.
others also who
Yes.
are telling in the boat, and you always,
Right, right, right.
yeah, who's experiencing the same emotion.
Yes. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Nice, very nice. So, how does a mom coach support? As you were mentioning, there are certain tools that you use when hand-holding mothers. So, what are these tools? How do you guide mothers?
So Divya, in for coaching, whether it is life coaching or executive coaching, there are certain set of tools which the coaches generally uses, and there are
Okay,
some of the are tweaked as per the need, as per the requirement also. There are
okay,
standardized tools, but some modifications are done based on what kind of coaching you are getting into. But one of
right.
the powerful tool when I talk about mom coaching is something called as the wheel of life.
Okay,
So there is a wheel of life which is created, which generally we divide into eight quadrants. That wheel is divided into
okay,
eight, and we put those eight most important parameters. It could be
okay,
your physical or your well-being, your employment, your financial thing, how inclined you are towards spirituality, from your importance to your family, friends, relationships, your
okay,
basic needs, your child's well-being, and all those things. All these we put it in those quadrants, and then there is a questionnaire which is designed for the moms. So this is basically a very visual tool. you know so the
okay,
mom will answer those things in the questionnaire, which gives an idea to a mom coach also as to where each of that parameter should be placed and what is there which needs to be fixed on priority.
okay, okay.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
like
I think that's a nice tool because at that point in time, mothers may not really be able to even kind of position themselves as to what is going on in my life, right? There's so many new changes. So it's a wonderful tool. Yeah.
and it helps in setting up your smart goals, I would say.
Yeah.
Mom coach will also know, and a new mom will also know that what is there on the priority list
Yeah.
needs to be undertaken first. So when we use this quadrant, when we use this wheel of life, I would say, into eight parts. So it's like a mom, based on the questionnaire, the mom also rates each of this priority on a scale. Say we can use
Okay.
0 to 5, 10, or whatever scale we want to use. So she will give a rating to each of this parameter, and accordingly we
Right.
will take it up, and then focus on setting the goals and fixing each one of it. So
Right.
mom coach is not going to solve a problem for you, or put across that this is how you should do it. It's the mom who will
Hmm.
decide. The mom coach, being someone who's beside you holding your hand, is basically going to empower you to reach that stage.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, this difference, is critical
Right.
because the decision making is still in your hand, right?
Yes.
It is not in the mom coach's hand. The mom coach is just going to give you a guideline as to where and what to do, but the decision making is still with the mother.
Yes. So unlike when we talk about trainings and all, wherein a trainer would go and impart
Yeah,
some knowledge taken by the trainees, it's not like that.
yeah,
In coaching,
right.
training, the basic difference is, see, as a trainer, you talk a lot, but when you are a coach, you have to be a good listener. You have to listen.
Hmm.
So you're there.
Yeah,
There is somebody who's extending the ears to listen to the new mom, and then empowers that mom that yes, go ahead, walk on this path, and prioritize your things and go and achieve that.
right. Right. And of course, during the journey, they will always be coming back and, mid, I mean, there would be assessment as to what progress is happening over a period. And things like that.
Yes.
Right.
So this coaching sessions are not for 1 or 2 sessions. Anywhere they can last from 6 to 12 sessions minimum, I'm saying.
Okay. Okay.
Can even go further depending upon what is the requirement for how long does a mom need a coach around. And like you said,
Right.
there are assessment sessions wherein once this focus is done, once this priority is set, once we are deciding on our goals to be achieved, it's like there is an assessment done. We go backwards and see where we have reached, how much further to go, what additional steps have to be taken, or if any modification in the approach has to be done, because ultimately we have to
And this
reach
is
to that.
very good, actually, because when you're a new mother, life feels all over the place, right? And if there's something to look forward to, and somebody is really giving you those small little goals, there's a sense of satisfaction and a sense of achievement, even in doing a small task, right? And you're
Yeah.
not just, saying, oh my God, my life is this only, and I'm a new mother, and I have to just, go by the daily routine. I just see a good shift in a perspective, and
Right.
then you're really working towards bettering your life. This is great. This is really
So,
nice.
but again, the other important factor which will again come into picture is that someone who's not judgmental. So it's not about your right or your wrong,
Yeah,
right? So
right. That's
earlier,
again a big, big change. Yeah.
yes, even sometimes your mom can be judgmental. It's not about the people outside. Sometimes your mom can be judgmental, but this being a neutral
Yeah.
person who has come into your life and holding your hand is very non-judgmental, and the idea is just to um, pass you through this phase and reach to the destination basically.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. No,
personal
this is really nice.
empowerment, that's like you said, sense of satisfaction and achievement, because that small goals, once you are fulfilling
Yeah.
it gives a lot of satisfaction.
Yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure. Absolutely. So, coming to, now there are so many terms in this in this space, basically, of coaching and counseling, and so there are people who are doulas, there are people who are trainers, there are counselors, right? So, how is mom coach different than all these other, people in the same space?
Yeah, so Divya, as I said, that the role of each one of them is important, and it's required at its own place, and but
Right.
a more different from all of these, because some of them would be in your life just for the purpose of your say physical well-being. Some would be there who would be just
Hmm.
the lactation um, uh,
Counselor.
yeah, how you have to do it. Some would be coming just to address the anxiety and stress and what you go through. But the idea of mom coach is not that. Again, it is empowering you from within, strengthening you from within,
Right.
guiding, helping you in building your relationships, maintaining all those,
Okay.
so these people would come with a one specific role. And when I talk about mom coach, so she's there with you because you have gone through stress and anxiety during your pregnancy or your delivery or your handling with the child. But a mom coach would not get into when there is anything associated with mental well-being.
Okay.
So if anybody, any mom is, we have come across this term called as postpartum depression. So when there is
Yes.
something called as postpartum depression, then definitely a clinical intervention is needed. So whether a psychologist or a psychiatrist or
Right.
a mental
Right.
well-being expert would come into picture, specifically when anything to do with medication has come into being. So the role
Hmm.
of coach is never that of a medical practitioner or advising you on certain medicines and all. No, not.
Right.
It's
Right.
basically, like I told you, she's a glue. She's with you all the time,
Right.
and sail you through this journey as long as there is no medical intervention is needed. So that is why
Okay.
if coach well in advance with you, probably, just when you are ending your pregnancy or immediately after your childbirth, it becomes easy for a mom. She would not even reach to that stage,
Right.
right? So it's like when you don't have anybody to talk to, when you don't understand what is happening to you physically, mentally, when there are no people around you who are understanding you in that manner the way you want them to be understood. Rather, they are passing their judgments, or they are saying that, this is very natural, it happens to everybody, it's just a passing phase, it'll go away. So
Yeah.
those if those kind of things happen, and that is when you reach to a situation where you are actually falling towards this trap of depression or postpartum depression. So if you have someone who is with
Right.
you, uh, you will be stopped there only, you know because again, that you are reaching to your goals, you are
Yeah.
prioritizing your, and then you're achieving them, and you're understanding what's happening to you. So that really helps. So that's how a mom
Yeah.
coach
And I
differs.
think that yeah, at the end of the day, I think, having a dialogue of what is really going on inside me, leave
Yes,
aside, anything else, can
yes,
bring a whole lot of comfort, um, perspective, and also, the courage to speak out.
right,
Sometimes you would see that women start kind of, dealing it themselves,
right.
somehow trying to just deal with it. Yeah,
So you also have
very,
come
very
across,
nice.
in your workplace or around you, wherein maybe at a later stage when the child has grown a bit, when we talk about our kids, so there, you would have come across some of the women who talk about, this is what is happening to me, but my husband is not understanding that, this could be because of pregnancy, or my mother-in-law is not able to understand that this could be because of my pregnancy. There are a lot of physical changes
Yeah.
which, and we have noticed now, uh, probably there it could be a lot of environmental factors. Every pregnancy leaves something or the other
Yeah.
with you. It could be
Yeah.
different in different women. So
Yeah.
relating that to it, and then others will feel that okay, it's very natural. With time, it will ease out, but somewhere it
Yeah.
stays in. But if you have someone at that right point of time to listen to you,
Yeah.
to understand you, and to
Yeah.
be you, probably would not lead to that thoughts later on.
Absolutely. 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 Very, very nice. I wish I had a mom coach. This is really nice. Uh, Also, could you share a few tips for the mothers who are listening to us or who would be listening to us, later on? Some tricks that they can quickly incorporate to make their lives a little better. Uh, you know.
Divya, I would say that first and the foremost thing everywhere, which is important, is communication. There are
Yeah.
at times you have people around you, but you hesitate to communicate because you feel that you will be judged if you say something, right?
Yes.
We should not, keep that inside and let it out, whether it is talking to your husband, or, the
Yeah.
best thing is your partner, that this is what I'm going
Correct.
through. I believe that nowadays, yes, the partners are really cooperative and understanding. I'm not saying all, but then yes, we have seen the trend. That's the change
Yeah.
here. So whether it is talking to the partner, or to your mom, or to your mom-in-law, or the closest friend, or anybody you feel comfortable with, the first and the foremost thing is communication. Don't let
Right.
things inside. You have to just take it out,
Right.
because the more
Right.
inside, the more add up and keep piling up, and you don't
Right.
know when it triggers and ultimately leads
Correct.
to getting into the depression or
Correct.
anxiety thing, right? So the
Correct.
first thing
Yeah.
to talk about it. If you feel you have people around you whom you can talk, very well. If you don't have, then these services are available wherein you can have a mom coach, right? Who
Hmm.
will understand
Hmm.
you if you want yourself to be understood, who will
Hmm.
hear and not pass on any judgments, who will just hear you. Then
Hmm.
it is important for every mother, a new mother. And again, I would highlight, a new mother is not who has just given birth to the child,
Yeah. Yeah.
the one fostering a child, who has adopted a child,
Yeah.
who has had a sibling, another baby in the family, then who is having a baby for the first time, or someone who is planning to get back to work, someone who is planning not to get back to work or giving up the
Mm.
job. So all these scenarios,
Right.
what is important is to step out every day. Let it be for 15
Mm.
minutes, 20 minutes. 30 minutes is the ideal time, a very good time. Just step out of the house. We feel, I have also gone through, and probably you would have also gone through during the, early stages of
Yeah.
your, when we feel that we don't have the time to go out, because, it's always the
Yeah.
child which is mind. But
Yeah.
it is very important, those 20 to 30 minutes, which you must step out and spend time for
Right.
yourself. One is stepping out, and the other one is taking a break from everything what is happening around you and just sit in one silent corner. Not necessarily you'll have to
Mm.
sit and meditate,
Mm.
because
Mm.
into that meditation thing, it's also a process, and not everyone is very comfortable with that. And you need to learn a
Mm.
proper way of,
Mm.
if you do nothing like that. But if not, just
Mm.
sit silent in one room with this no disturbance, quietly,
Mm.
just being.
Mm.
That will give a lot of insight as to what exactly my priorities are, what exactly I want to do. That will give a lot of
Mm.
insight, and it will give a
Right.
good change also. So you are closer to the baby, and still you are getting that change.
Right.
So definitely 10 minutes, 15 minutes just for a leisure walk, whatever you can do. And then keeping some time for yourself, sitting in one place where there is no disturbance. Another thing
Nice.
that I want to say is to sleep when you get time. Catch up on the sleep.
Yeah.
It really impacts us physically and
Yeah.
mentally. Your body is
Very true.
drained out. It's drained out.
Yeah.
And it happens with most of us, all of us rather, when we see that the baby is sleeping, okay, I might finish some work.
Yeah.
We all do that.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
yeah, I have seen some of the moms who really make use of that time and catch up on the sleep. It's very important. Very, very
Mm.
important. So, catching up on your sleep. Um, so, you can have help at home who will help you in doing most of the things or some of the things, so that you can just catch up on
Right.
your sleep, right?
Right.
Another thing that can be done is, uh, see, if together both the partners are taking care of the responsibilities, there's nothing like that,
Yeah.
sharing, and
True.
there's nothing like that.
True.
Nowadays, there is a trend which we have learned from the Western countries, I would say, is, I have personally seen wherein the smaller babies are also made to sleep in the different rooms. Very
Mm.
babies, and when they get up, you get up from your bed, go, and then comfort the baby, come back, feed everything, whatever it
Right.
is. But I would still advise to have the baby in the same room where you are. If you're very
Right.
comfortable, the baby be by your side. There's nothing like that. But if you have that fear that the baby might come under you, or while you're taking a turn and all those things, okay, let the cradle be close to your bed and let the baby be beside you.
Right.
That will really help, because rather than getting up from your bed and going to the other room, comforting the baby, coming back, it's always easy. Pick up your child, comfort the
Yeah.
child, and put him or her to sleep, you know so
Right. 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 Right.
that's also very important, because people feel that, okay, if the child is sleeping in the other room, okay, we are more comfortable, but that's not running in your mind that the child is
True.
sleeping in the other. And
True.
then
True.
the um, uh, new moms can have some bedtime routine for the child,
Okay.
and which is very important. The sooner you start a routine for the child also starts understanding. We feel that the kids are not understanding, they're very small or something, but no. If you switch off the light, say for example, just an example, by say 10 p.m., the child will also understand the clock.
That is time to sleep. Yeah.
So that will also help. So there has to be a bedtime routine, whether it is, if you're singing a song for the child, or telling a story or a rhyme, or just anything. So the child will also know that after I hear this for 5-10 minutes, it's my sleeping time. And we are going to sleep.
Right.
So it's very important to have that routine, the bedtime routine, from as early as possible. I mean, you can start that routine.
Yeah.
Self-care
Yeah,
is,
I think that this is an important point because many a times, the mothers struggle to bring a bedtime, a time which they stick to. Sometimes, the children sleep as late as 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, and it's all very distorted. So I think
yes,
this is a key point to bring in that routine from the very beginning, so that later on you don't have trouble.
yes. And I think losing weight should not be the topmost priority, which has become a trend now.
Yeah.
Eat well, take proper
Yes,
nutrition.
I agree.
Yeah, health is more important. Ultimately, everyone is going to
Yeah.
lose that weight, but go a little slow,
Right.
because that and your
Right.
nutrition, your everything is very important. Physical and mental well-being
Correct.
both. So once you have achieved that, it's okay. It's always the time to go back to your earlier body or earlier figure.
Yeah.
So there is
Yes.
with respect to that. So these are,
Absolutely.
uh, uh, if you can prepare yourself well before the baby is born, have some baby information in terms of how baby is going to do in certain scenarios, though there cannot be a generalized thing because every child is different. But if you are little aware, so you would not panic.
Yeah.
There is harm in talking
Correct.
about and making yourself aware and appraised of how the babies react or what do the babies do in the initial months. So that will not give you any kind of panic attack.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
So these are
I remember
small.
once, a small incident which happened where I was not really, knowing how the food is getting digested, and I had just introduced solids to Vanshika. And it was the first time that I had given her avocado to eat. And, then she had a whole diaper with green poo and laces in it. And
Right.
just couldn't connect, okay, that it may be the avocado. And the laces appeared to me like worms for some reason. And I just rushed to the doctor, and I was so panicked. And, I went to the doctor, and the doctor, examined. I took the diaper too, and, he said, "No, don't worry. This is just what did she eat?" And then I calmed down. So, it is so important to just be aware of what different kind of situations can happen beforehand, so that you are not getting into any kind of stress later.
Yeah, so the example that you gave, so there are plenty of those things which happen to the moms. The child may be crying
Yeah,
endlessly, stomach full, still crying, but you're not able to figure out what's happening. Or like uh, example that
correct.
there are anything. So if you have some information well in hand, ready in your mind, again you would not get into that
Yeah,
anxiety or those panic things.
exactly.
Those impact you. You have
Yeah,
just delivery
correct.
process or into motherhood phase, and then adding all these
Yeah,
things would harm you somewhere. So yes,
correct.
definitely information or some information is always good.
Right. Now, I have always wondered, it's such a beautiful, I mean, I feel that, being a coach and guiding somebody to make their life better
Yeah.
is a real value addition. You're really bringing a lot of difference in somebody's life. So, Deepti, tell me, why did you choose to become a mom coach?
Divya, mom coaching is one area which I have picked in. The reason I told you that one, probably sometimes you come across certain personal, incidents where you see people actually suffering because of it. So when I was doing
Right.
coaching, so when you're doing that live coaching, you have to pick up your niche area. So this is one area which I've picked up, mom coaching, along with the parental coaching and relationship coaching. I'm working on those areas as well, you know in
Wonderful.
tips and parental coaching. And you know that my background, like last 8 9 years, I'm
Yes.
associated with uh, running my preschool. So I have come across
Right.
many moms who would have shared their instances with me. So sometimes I really feel that, not everyone is as lucky as probably I was, because I had my mother-in-law always around me. But, not everyone would have someone who would act as a guiding force. So
Mm.
there is where I felt that there is a vacuum for it, and again,
Right.
this subject, this topic is again a taboo. The moms don't open up because, again, the fear of
Right.
being judged.
Yeah.
Everyone will say this is something very normal and you don't know this happens and this will also pass and all those things. So that was one thing when I spoke to many moms whom I met. I felt that there is a room for this area as part of the life coaching. And then a couple of instances happened wherein I actually saw a couple of moms going through this, reaching to the depression phase also during their postpartum
Mm.
period. Really disturbing.
Mm.
So that in any
Right.
I am working in the life coaching area, and I had decided to work on the parental coaching because I'm involved with so many parents. And they talk to me, they share things, and then relationships amongst them, how it is impacting the kids, and all those things. So I thought, why not to pick up mom coaching also as one of the area where I
Wonderful.
feel that, and if I can,
Wonderful.
you know, some difference, some value to it, I will also feel somewhere satisfied that I have contributed back. So
Yeah.
I was in with one of the career coach. She was also telling me there is some NGO who's looking out for a mom coach who can associate with them and guide the
Yes.
mothers who have
Nice.
nobody around. And it is not about
Wonderful.
only working for people who can afford having a mom coach, but it's to working with the people who cannot afford to have a mom coach also. That's
Yeah.
getting back to the society
Absolutely.
to work
Yeah.
in as well, wherein
Wonderful. Wonderful.
yeah, value in the lives of those moms who really don't have anyone around and they actually cannot pay for such help also. So
Right.
it's both. Yeah, so I felt that
Wonderful.
when that lady from that NGO spoke to me, I felt that yes, if I can add something and I can help them, I can be with them,
Yeah.
hold them. There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
go back to the
Absolutely.
side,
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best. A bit, even in the ocean, as a society, can make
yes,
somebody happy, somebody, get that little bit of help or support, and, you make that difference. So it's wonderful. I mean, great going, Deepti. We wish you all the best. And, if we can help you in any way, do let us know. It's absolutely amazing that, you have picked this up. And I'm sure a lot of mothers are going to get benefited out of this.
yeah, thank you.
Also, yeah. So also, how could people reach to you in case they want to have a dialogue with you on this? How can they reach to you?
So, Divya, I will, in any ways, you have my contact number. Probably you can post the
Yes,
contact number, mail
yes,
ID.
sure,
Someone call
sure,
and connect over the mail, because sometimes I get
sure,
over the mail also the first request, and then slowly there is that opening up and all happens. So mail and
sure,
phone both share with all the viewers and
sure.
whosoever feels, or if even if they are associated with any NGO who works for this cause, I would be happy to associate with them as well, individual level also,
Wonderful,
and to work for the society betterment also, then
wonderful,
I'm there to extend my hand.
wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Sure. So we'll add that when we post the live on different platforms. We will add that information and you could get in touch with Deepti. Now, Deepti, coming to the last segment of this chat today, what are your 2 cents for us at Theascape? How can we get better? What can we do this year, 2022? Your 2 cents for us.
Divya, you know, I have been following your brand from the time you have launched it, and you know,
Yes.
uh, coming up with something of our own is 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 in itself a very big achievement, right? So it's not that how bigger the brand is or how small the brand is. Whenever you take an initiative, it's always so satisfying that you know I have done something. And Theascape, you know, from the beginning, whatever the offerings have been there, it is always something very handpicked, selected.
Yeah.
Uh, you don't have to look out a big catalog and then probably pick up one or two things. That's something which
Yeah.
is very about Theascape as a brand. I think that's
Okay.
your
Mm-hmm.
scale, say, wherein you know
Mm-hmm.
what your followers or what your clients and customers would be looking out for. Probably you can sense the
Right.
pulse, and then
Mm-hmm.
that's how Theascape offers to them. And I have seen the latest collection, which is for 2022, which is, you know, very different from what was there in the past. So that itself is a
Yeah.
very change. You know, they're so selective
Yes.
products that everything you want to have it. It's like that. So I think whatever you doing in whatever direction you are working on, it's amazing. And then it's not that you know it's about building your own brand or something. You have been calling a lot of speakers for the sessions wherein it is giving an opportunity for the other women also to come up and you know talk about various subjects which are of importance for the
Yeah.
society. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
confining to just your brand and promotion or your sales aspect. Whatever you are doing is also one contribution to the society. So today, if I with this conversation, suppose if I'm able to be with two moms also, I will also feel that
Yeah.
yes, I have done. Will also feel
Absolutely.
that it's via you that together we were able to. So the sessions that the
Yeah.
speak up sessions, they are very very helpful for the viewers of Theoscape and you know wherever whichever platform they are going to be posted on. So please keep up this good work. This is your way of contributing back to the society, and uh, keep adding the stuff which is really really eye catching, really exciting to buy. And I wish all the best for all your future endeavors, and I just want to see Theoscape also you know growing and building every passing day.
Thank you, Deepti. And I'm taking this opportunity to, share with the viewers that Deepti has always been very, very encouraging since the inception of Theascape. In fact, the first ever photo shoot that we had done, if you look back, you would find Deepti draped in Theascape sari and some killer shots she had given in those, shoots. And thank you so much, Deepti. It is always great to connect with you, uh, talk to you, and certain people just vibe on the work that they do, and you are one such person. And thank you for always being there for us. And this session in particular has been definitely, something which I think. Every mother out there who's planning a baby or who is already in this phase should always remember that there are people there to help you. There are people who can handhold you with the right tools because they are certified in it. They know the common things that can occur in that phase, right? And they are equipped to help you. So don't hesitate in reaching out. Take your time, understand, and connect with them. And Deepti here is one such person who has a huge experience in terms of running a preschool, meeting so many parents, right? And she really understands what parents go through. So, Deepti, it has been a wonderful Sunday for me. After a hearty breakfast, talking to you and understanding what new you are doing is really, really amazing. So, thank you
Yeah.
so much for coming. And I wish you all the best and more power to you. May you touch everyone with value, positivity, and the change they are looking at.
Thank you so much, Divya, for all your words. And, you know, thank you for having me here. So my Sunday is also made after this. It's absolutely. Yeah, thanks for giving me this opportunity. And you can connect with me anytime you feel.
Yes,
And if you across something wherein I can be of any help with respect to this
yes,
particular,
absolutely,
then willing to be around. And wishing you
absolutely,
success,
absolutely, absolutely.
wishing you all the success in
Thank
coming.
you.
All right, bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.